Right then, welcome back to the channel. Manchester United last night left Spain with a 1-1 draw against Real Sociedad. We did manage to get a goal, but didn't manage to kill off the game. Joshua Zirkzee's finish put United ahead. Bruno Fernandes' handball led to a penalty for Sociedad, which was converted by a Rashford. And the game itself was a bit of a tale of some strength in defence for United, possibly against a bit of a toothless Sociedad, but still a little bit inconsistent midfield play and frustrating attack, which is kind of how this entire season's gone. I thought we did all right, more or less, especially for the first hour or so with the ball. I thought Dalot, Euro looked good. Casemiro as well. United took control for decent stretches of the game, especially early on. But around about the hour mark, and especially with the introduction of some substitutes, Sociedad really grew into the game, and then obviously managed to get the pen. And it was about a 10-minute period where it was certain that they was going to go on and get the game won. They didn't. It's 1-1. Back to Old Trafford on Thursday night, where we'll see the conclusion of the tie. Don't know if I'm confident we'll go through, but we are in the fight, so at least there's that. Starting with the goalkeeper then, Andre Onana. I'm going to go with a 6.5 out of 10 for him. Late save to deny Oskarsson, which really helped us avoid defeat. Distribution was poor again, 16 out of 29, and those 13 misplaced passes were 13 misplaced long balls, only completing 7 out of 20. Highlights a massive over-reliance, like 20 of the 29 passes that he had going long. That can't be right. For someone that's all about distribution, you can't be having all of your passes go long. Like literally 20 out of 29 of your passes going long. What's all that about? Sociedad didn't really, and I know they press high. Maybe it was as an attempt to avoid that, maybe. I don't know. But Sociedad didn't really test him too much outside of the penalty. But he did have that big save late on in the game, which could have really left us in the shit, to be honest with you. So 6.5 out of 10, just an all right performance, certainly not mega. Now, for me, man of the match was Matthijs de Ligt, and he's getting an 8.5 out of 10. And he was a rock at the back. He was immense at reading the game. He was aerially dominant. He won 6 out of 7 duels, 5 clearances, blocked 3 shots. And he was key to making sure that Sociedad never really found their rhythm. With the ball, he was elite. 94% pass accuracy, 33 out of 35, 2 out of 2 long balls. There was a smart switcher play that nearly created a chance for Garnacho. His positioning was flawless, and he's rounding into some real nice form. He cut out loads of passing lanes that Sociedad were trying to play through. It was a commanding display and really buzzing for him. Alongside him, Lenny Euro, he's getting an 8 out of 10. Just underneath how good Dalot was. There was a gap between the two. Might have even been a 7.5 out of 10, really, for Euro, but I'm feeling generous. So a calm, mature performance. While Dalot took the limelight, Euro was quietly good as well. 3 clearances, 1 tackle, 89% pass accuracy. His positioning was really good. His pace in behind whenever they tried was there, and he mopped up real nice. With the ball, he progressed it well. Couple of accurate long balls from him as well. Only lost the ball 6 times. One of the best retention rates across the entire team. Showed real good composure. The final centre-back then, Mazraoui, 7 out of 10. I was going to say 7.5. That's probably being a bit giddy. 7 out of 10. Again, solid defensively. 8 duels, 1 from 13. He is a bit of a duel monster. 3 tackles, 5 clearances. Offensively, he was quiet, but that's not what he's in the game for, really. 86% pass accuracy was the worst out of the defenders. 4 out of 5 long balls, 36 out of 42 passes in total. He was tested by Kubo, but he handled him well, only getting beat twice on a dribble. Pretty reliable performance from him, and kind of what you've come to expect, just like good football. Dalot was poor. I'm going to give him a 5. He struggled in multiple areas. Offensively, 6 crosses he did attempt, 1 that didn't even get attempted. But 6 crosses that he did attempt, he only completed 1. His overall pass accuracy was shit at 68%, 28 out of 41, among the worst in the team. Defensively, he only won 1 out of 4 duels. He got dribbled past. His positioning was questionable. He allowed Sociedad to exploit gaps in the wide areas. He lost possession 21 times, which was the highest on the team. He was wasteful. When you compare him to Sociedad's Munoz, 6 duels won, 83% pass accuracy, he was just totally not composed, and he struggled under pressure. 5 out of 10. Dogu on the other wing, he's getting a 6 out of 10. He worked hard, but he didn't really have anything in final third quality. 0 out of 4 crosses, 18 out of 28 passes, which is 64%. He lost possession 20 times, defensively made 3 clearances, but poor ball retention limited his effectiveness. So, yeah, he had a tough all night. Wasn't quite as bad with some of his decisions as Dalot, and you can tell that he was grafting, but it wasn't a good night for him. Casemiro. I thought Casemiro was everywhere, to be honest. Maybe the pace of the game, maybe being played in Spain, somewhere that he's very comfortable playing, worked for him, because he was everywhere. He had 11 clearances, which is the most on the pitch, 5 tackles and 2 interceptions. That doesn't read like a guy that hasn't got legs anymore. He really helped shut down Sociedad's midfield progression. In possession, unspectacular, but his switches of play, 8 out of 12 long balls completed, really helped find people in space and really helped push United and stretch what was going on. 82% overall, but some of that was taken down by him trying some riskier things. I thought it was a real solid performance from Casemiro. Bruno alongside him, well, it's a night to forget. The handball has to play into your rating of him. 74% pass completion, 40 out of 54. 1 key pass, which isn't him. Only won 1 out of 6 of his duels, and obviously give away the penalty, which got the equaliser. So 5.5 out of 10 for Bruno. In the forwards, I'm going to say 7.5 for Joshua Zirkzee. I thought it was United's biggest attacking threat. Well-placed finish from the edge of the box. Was his first European goal for the club. He also won 6 duels, registered 7 defensive actions, and he actually pressed Sociedad quite well. It was quite a complete performance, actually. He held the ball up quite nice. He worked well defensively, and he finished, and that is all that you want from him. Garnacho, 6.5 out of 10. Lively, again, but wasteful. Again, 2 shots on target. Not strange. This is 2 key passes. That's what you want from him. He needs to be balancing out his passing and his shooting, and he'll come away with some stuff. Now, that's what it's all about, actually. Failed to beat his man 1v1, really. But it was at least a little bit more productive and a little bit less selfish. Højlund is 5 out of 10, 19 touches, only 8 passes completed, only 1 out of 7 of his duels won. He got dominated physically. Yes, he was isolated. Yes, Dalot should have passed it him. But again, he's come off the pitch without shooting. What are you on the pitch like? It's not. It is a team game, and it is on the team to create chances for you. But then you see Cheeto comes on last week. Obviously, he wasn't available last night. But Cheeto comes on last week, and he creates 3 chances out of nothing. It's a two-way street. Yes, it's on everybody else to provide chances for the striker. Absolutely. But you got to help yourself, and he doesn't help himself. In terms of the subs, Christian Eriksen came on, completed all 7 of his passes. Minimal impact, but a little bit of composure. It looked like United actually switched to a bit of a 3-man midfield and a 2 rather than a 4-man midfield and a 3 in front. Collier and Lindelof weren't really on long enough to give a score for, but Amorim, I'll give him a 6.5 for last night. Defensive setup was really good. Lacked a cutting edge. I don't know how much of that is on him. And I couldn't really do anything about Bruno giving a penalty away. United created chances and we played well defensively. That's got to reflect well on the manager, I guess. Not seeing the game out, not really on him, but could he have done better with his subs? Could he have been earlier with his subs? That's the sort of thing that's on the manager. Can he start trusting some more of these subs as well? Because we're going to need to, because this team will run out of gas very, very quickly. Anyway, that's what I thought about the game. Bit of a quicker one today. Please let me know your thoughts, whether you agree, disagree, or other. And I will try and get part 1 of the little 7 video series that's coming out today. Bear with us. This is a bit of an edit. If we get it out, we will. And I'll see you in the next one. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, 5-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.